Hello and welcome to this channel about cryptocurrency education. Ethereum has seen some massive gains over the last week. It's nearly insane. We have over the last 2 weeks really. We started on the 21st of July with $1,775 in that range, and we've gone up to now over $3,000. Many people believed we would see a more significant rejection at the $3,000 level. But you can see that major candle here. It's just gone through, and we've even tested the $3,000 support level, which we did successfully. And now we are looking at 3,140 currently being traded. It is just going up continuously. And I haven't really talked a lot about Ethereum on this channel, mainly in the context of Cardano, and that I believe that Cardano will at some point overtake Ethereum and might even be an Ethereum killer. Now, because of that, some people might think that I actually hate Ethereum or I don't believe in that project. Well, that's not entirely true, because I said in many videos as well that I believe Cardano and Ethereum can coexist, and it will take a while until Cardano will catch up on Ethereum. But I believe Cardano has the potential to overtake Ethereum. But in the more short term, I believe that there is a lot of potential in Ethereum as well. And I am also invested in Ethereum. It's not my biggest position because that is Cardano, and it is actually behind Ripple in my portfolio in terms of how much I have invested. But still, it is an interesting project for me, and we can't deny it. Currently, it is leading the way in terms of how many apps or dApps are running, what DeFi is doing. Most of it is just running on Ethereum. And obviously with the latest London hard fork upgrade, some improvements have been implemented, and Ethereum is currently burning Ether at a rate of around $8,900 a minute, which data shows. So there is a clear understanding, or this explains partially why we see this major price increase. It's even going up more significantly than Bitcoin, I think. And yeah, it definitely has, because it sort of has doubled in value already since within the last 2 weeks. So it clearly is leading the way, which is different to what it was before, when Bitcoin was leading the way first, then Ethereum followed, and then the altcoins were following. But now it seems a bit like Ethereum is leading the way at the moment, and Bitcoin is following a little bit, which is a bit strange, which is a bit new. And I just want to talk about two things really. One is why we've seen this major price increase. And the other one is that we should all be a bit careful with FOMO the higher we go. So for everybody who's a new investor, it's always difficult to, when you see these major price increases and you missed this great area here where, on this channel, I'm continuously saying that my personal strategy is dollar cost averaging. So I'm not really affected by this, because I invest here, I invest here, I invest here, I invest here, so I buy, not necessarily every week, but I buy every month, sometimes more frequently. Most recently, because so much was happening, I bought a bit more frequently. I felt like investing every month is not sort of fast enough. So I just split my investments into smaller chunks, but then try to invest every week, which has proven to be a good strategy for me. And I've also recently invested a little bit more in Ethereum. And again, it was a good decision. But now let's take a look why I believe we've seen this major price increase. So there are a few reasons. First of all, many people have actually predicted that we could see price increases of, up to $10,000 this year. People have talked about it not that long ago. On the 6th of July, this article came out and talking about an Ethereum price prediction that there can be a price increase to $8,000 to $10,000 by the end of the year. And to be honest, looking at that, I mean, we are still quite far away from that, but looking at the price, we're moving very, very close to it. And we shouldn't forget that there will be this will be obviously a major level here, the old all-time high. And we've moved up so quickly now that at some point there will be a consolidation. It's hard to say when that will happen, but one of the next resistance levels will be here at around a $3,300 to $3,500 range. So somewhere here, I believe there will be a rejection. And then the next one I believe there is the all-time high, or close to the $4,000. So, and after that, however, if we've managed to get above the $4,000, there isn't really a lot that could stop Ethereum. And then I believe it all depends on, is the Bitcoin bull market going on or not? And I believe it will do. I believe we will see the end of the bull market, end of this year, or maybe in January, February next year. But I think the Bitcoin bull market will stop first, and then we will see the altcoin season for a couple of weeks, which will then also stop. So quite interesting. But I just want to mention that be careful with investing. It's very difficult to time the market. That is why my preferred strategy is dollar cost averaging. It has worked so well for me. It takes all the emotion out of investing because you set yourself certain targets, or let's say a time period when you invest, and then you're not buying when prices shoot up, you're not buying when prices go down, you're just buying continuously. So you get the best of both worlds. When you're investing down here, you're happy with prices going up because the value of your portfolio increases. When you're investing on the way down, you're happy because you can accumulate more with with the same amount of money. You can get more ETH or more ADA depending on what you invested in. So that is why I just want to say, be a bit careful. We've gone up that quickly now. To invest now, as I said, it's difficult to time the market. I think it's still a good time to invest now, but don't expect that prices will continue to go up in that rate. Maybe they will, but maybe they won't. And then if they don't, and if we see another correction to maybe just a retesting of the 3,000 or even lower, you shouldn't be disappointed, and don't then just start to sell off, because we can't deny it. Many people start to invest now, and the more prices are going up now, people are going in with the expectations of making some quick gains, and that is always very difficult, especially if we've already seen a doubling in price in 2 weeks. Naturally, there has to be a correction on the way somewhere. And I'm actually not that comfortable with such a rapid price increase. I'm just much more comfortable with a price increase like we've seen on Cardano, which is a bit slower, which is still fast now, but it is actually far slower than Ethereum is doing it. So it's just a word of caution here, not to say don't invest, and I will continue to invest, especially with Ethereum as well. But it is just always be a bit careful, and don't expect these gains to happen. Don't expect that in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we will look at $7,000. That might be a bit too ambitious, because we haven't even seen we haven't even tested the old all-time high yet. I think there will be many difficulties on the way. But I'd be pleasantly surprised if not. But even then, I'll be quite uncomfortable with that, because we've seen that massive price increase in such a short period of time. And at the moment, with the recent London hard fork upgrade, obviously there's a lot of optimism, and also volumes are going up. I mean, everything is looking good from a trend point of view. Even the volumes are looking good on Ethereum, but it's just that speed in which we've seen that price increase, which makes it a bit difficult for me. And I'm accumulating. I don't really want to realize any profits, at least not before the end of the year, at which point I may realize some of my profits. Not everything, but some of it. I've got sort of two portfolios. One in which I will never sell anything, or at least not in the next 5 years, and another portfolio where I realize some gains as well, because it just is fun. All right, so I hope you liked the video. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.